What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Leo Pazzo Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be having a closer look at this brand new audio interface made by Maono. This is the PS22, the Pro Studio 2x2 USB audio interface. We can go ahead and connect microphones into this. We can connect our instruments into this. It actually supplies us phantom power. We can connect our speakers. We can also monitor the audio in real live time. And again, we can also connect this to our PC. There's a bunch of specs and features that I like to share with you guys today, along with my overall setup and how I have it connected. So stick with me. This is only priced at $119 USD, which this may be a fantastic option for you for your live streaming or podcasting or audio recording. So stick with me. Let's check it out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so let's have a closer look at my Maono PS22 audio interface setup and how I have it all connected over here for this setup right here. So starting off with this cable right over here at the back, this is a USB-C input which is supplying 5 volts and powering on this PS22 audio interface. Just next to that, you'll notice that I do have a TRRS cable which is going over here to my audio recorder. This is the Zoom H4n Pro, so I needed a way to be able to record this audio right now for this video. As I'm not using my computer, I'm actually recording this setup with obviously my camera, so I wanted to have an audio backup recording wave file which is being recorded right now to the H4n Pro audio recorder, and I'm simply doing that with the 3.5mm auxiliary output over here at the back of the PS22 going over here to this audio recorder as an input, and I have just enabled recording, and that's exactly what's recording us right now. So next over here at the back of the PS22, we do have 2 1/4-inch cables connected, this red one for the right side and the yellow one for the left side, and these are the outputs to my speakers, my studio monitor speakers, so I can therefore listen to the audio that way if I would like to. So next over here at the front of the PS22, I do have my microphone input input connection, which is connected via XLR, and I do have phantom power enabled, and the microphone that I am using is a Maono dynamic microphone, which requires phantom power. So next over here, I do have my headphone connection, the 3.5mm, which is actually being connected via this adapter, which is included with the kit. Again, this is 3.5, 1/8 of an inch all the way to 1/4 inch over here, which is allowing me to plug it in and adapt into my headphones so I can monitor the audio. So finally, over here onto the left hand side, I do have my iPhone 14 Pro Max over here, and I do have this lightning to the 3.5mm auxiliary cable, the short little adapter which I purchased from Apple, and that is allowing me to plug in this black TRRS cable to TRRS cable, and therefore what that's going to allow me to do is to plug it into my phone, and on the other end I'll be able to plug it in into the same spot which I currently have this recorder plugged in. So I have two options as far as my setup right now. As far as recording, I am currently recording to the Zoom H4n Pro recorder, but if I did not want to, or if I wanted another option, maybe I wanted to live stream or I wanted to record directly to my phone, I would just go ahead and simply disconnect that cable that's going to this audio recorder over here, the Zoom H4n Pro, and therefore now I can connect this TRRS cable, and that's going to be now connected to my phone, and I can enable the recording right here on my phone, and everything that I have being sent in to this PS22 is now going to be able to be recorded on my phone, or even live stream or podcast directly from my phone, which is an amazing option. So this is my little setup that I currently have set up for right now, because I do not have any PC involved. But if I do want to connect this PS22 to my PC and do some audio recordings that way, or live streaming or some podcasting, I can definitely do that with the connections here that we have at the back of the PS22. For an example, this USB-C connection, which is an output. Okay, so for a quick little audio test, what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and stop the recording over here on the Zoom H4n Pro recorder, and what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and connect my phone, and then we're going to actually record to my phone, and you guys be able to tell me possibly the difference maybe in the audio, sound, and quality between recording to this recorder into a WAV file that I can go ahead and sync later on in post-production to the video that I'm filming right now, and same goes for this recording onto my phone right now. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to stop the recording. Okay guys, mic check 1 2 3. Here we are with the PS22. I'm actually sending the audio output via this cable over here to my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'm still using that same Maono microphone that is being connected over here to the PS22 via this XLR connection, and again being supplied 48 volts phantom power from the PS22. So here I am recording. This is what it sounds like being recorded to the iPhone. So just a quick little audio test. This is what it sounds like comparison to us previously recording over here to the Zoom H4n Pro audio recorder. Okay guys, so now that you're a little bit more familiar with my setup and all my connections over here, let's have a closer look at the PS22 and just go over some of these features that we have over here. So starting off onto the far left hand side, we have an HI, a high Z button. So this button right now is not enabled because I do not have an instrument plugged in right now. So if you do have an instrument plugged into either microphone number 1 or 2, you may want to go ahead and press this high Z button over here that we have just to the left of the XLR connection. So I will mention that the two input connections that we have here on the PS22 are combo connections, so therefore it's going to be able to take an XLR along with the 1/4 inch connection, so therefore you can go ahead and connect your instruments or align in that way. So just to the right of each of the microphone inputs over here, we do have the gain adjustment for gain input number 1 and gain input number 2. Gain number 1, which is the microphone that I'm currently using right now, is sitting at approximately 10 PM right now. That's where I currently have it dialed. And you can see this green light over here, which is labeled as peak. So you'll notice that it's maintaining a nice green color as I'm talking, and it is not hitting yellow or red to basically show me that I am clipping or the audio may be too loud. Just over here at the top, you'll notice that we do have 48 volts phantom power that we can either enable or turn it off. And right now that I currently have it on, you'll notice that that red LED light is on, which is showing me that the phantom power is enabled along with the switch being in the on position. And same thing goes over here to the right hand side for microphone input number 2. We can enable phantom power or turn it off, and we do have that red indicator LED as well. And along with the gain knob for input number 2, we can make that adjustment right over here. And we do also have that LED for the peaking, so therefore we can adjust the gain for microphone number 2, just as we did over here for microphone input number 1. So moving along over here to the right hand side at the bottom, you'll notice that we do have this phone knob adjustment, so we can adjust the gain for our headphones. So just to the right of the headphone knob adjustment, we do have this 1/4 inch connection over here, along with this adapter which is included with the kit, which goes from 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch, and it is allowing me to connect my headphones over here and monitor the audio in real live time. So finally over here onto the right hand side, we do have this large output adjustment knob, and you can see that it's actually highlighted in green with a little LED behind there, and therefore right now I currently have it set to about maybe 1 o'clock right now, and that's what sounds best, again, because I'm sending the output from this PS22 to this audio recorder, so I was able to fine tune it going in over here to this audio recording. So along with this main output knob over here onto the right hand side of the PS22, it's also going to control the volume to my speaker output that I have going over here via these 1/4 inch connections at the back. So next over here we do have the small little mix knob. I currently have it set at 12 o'clock, so let me just go ahead and explain this to you. If I turn this mix knob all the way to the left counterclockwise, I'm only going to be hearing the audio from my headphones to monitor. I'm only going to be able to hear what I have set over here as an input. Okay, so that's how that works. When I have it set all the way counterclockwise to the left, I'm only going to be able to hear the audio, monitor the audio coming from these inputs over here. If I have it set all the way to the right over here, so basically like 5 o'clock, that's only going to allow me to hear the audio which is coming from my DAW. So when I have it connected to my PC via the USB-C connection here at the back, any of that audio that I have input output, I'm going to be able to basically monitor that via my headphones, and that is going to be the only audio I'm going to hear. I'm not going to be able to hear any audio coming from the input. So therefore that's why I had it set at 12 o'clock, because that is the happy medium. I'm going to be able to hear the audio coming from my inputs. I'm going to be able to hear the audio coming from my DAW, my PC, right at 12 o'clock. It's a nice even blend of all audio that's connected and running through this interface over here. So next let's have a closer look at the back of the unit. Over here we do have the power on and off switch. It's really nice and easy to use. Just next to that we do have the DC 5 volts in, which I'm currently using right now to power this device, as I mentioned to you guys earlier. So next over here we do have this switch which is labeled as power source. So we basically need to tell this device, the PS22, how are we going to be powering it. And you'll notice that the switch in my case is actually set to the side of 5 volts input, which again is being powered the PS22 via this USB-C connection from the wall. So that is the setup that I'm currently using right now. So if you wanted to connect this PS22 to your PC and also power this PS22 from your PC, what you're going to go ahead and do and use this USB-C connection to USB-C cable that is included with the kit, plug it into your PC, and now your PC is going to be able to power this device, and along with transferring the data, the audio, and therefore for you to be able to use it with your PC, you're going to move this power source switch over there to the side that's going to be outputting to your PC. So next over here we do have another USB-C connection, and you can see by the icon it's basically saying Android or iOS, which is basically means that you can go ahead and connect this to your mobile phone or tablets, etc., and send the audio from this PS22 to those devices. But what I did in my case, I actually used this 3.5mm output, the 1/8 of an inch connection output, and I'm sending it right now for this setup. I'm sending it over here to this audio recorder, but as I showed you, I can actually use this other cable over here, TRRS, and plug it into my mobile phone or Android or tablet. So whatever audio we have coming into this PS22, we can actually send it out to our mobile phones and tablets via those two connections over here, the USB-C output or the 3.5 1/8 of an inch output. And then finally, as we talked about, the two 1/4 inch cables which I have going out to my speakers. Well guys, it looks like we reached that time of the video to give you my overall thoughts and opinion and review of the PS22. If you guys cannot tell already throughout the course of this video, I'm definitely impressed with the build quality and also the sound that we're able to get out of this unit. I really do enjoy the fact that we have two inputs available via the XLR and 1/4 inch. We can go ahead and connect microphones that may or may not require phantom power. We can also connect our instruments 1/4 inch, and we can also monitor the audio in real live time with very minimal to no delay, according to my testing that I've done so far. I really do like the fact that we do have those USB-C connections, which is going to allow us to connect it to our computer or even our mobile phones or tablets via iPhones or Androids, etc. And we do also have that 3.5mm out, as you guys can see I took advantage of in my video and my setup that I shown you guys today. I was able to send that audio to an audio recorder. And another thing that I really do like, not only can we power it off the wall plug, not only can we go ahead and power this unit off the PC, we can also power this unit if you really needed to be mobile off a USB power bank, or for an example a V-mount battery, because it only requires 5 volts DC input via that USB-C connection. Again, we do have the output connections to output to our speakers. We do have the master control knob for the volume, along with the mix knob as well, the gain up to 60 dB. Overall, I'm definitely impressed with this unit. I can't complain at $119 USD. I think this definitely comes in at a reasonable price point for what we are getting. So overall, if you guys do have any comments or questions, concerns, let me know down in the comment section down below. I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time, peace.